Hey everyone, it's time for the Chapter 6 portion of our review, and we're going to start by finding all numbers for which the rational expression 9 divided by y minus 9 is undefined. What makes these undefined? Quite simply, it's when this is equal to 0. So y equals 9 equals 0, y equals 9 is undefined. Or we might say y cannot be 9. Else, this whole thing is undefined. Now, we're tasked with simplifying number 22 here. This is only quick, reasonable, easy, any of those, if we're good at factoring. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to factor the numerator here. 9 times 5 is 45, so this will be x minus 9 times x minus 5. So we've got our numerator simplified. Now we need to work on simplifying this denominator. Negative 45. So I'm thinking plus 9 minus 5. That's 4. Great. So our denominator is going to be x minus 9 and then x plus 9 and then x minus 5. Right. There we go. These cancel out. And we get x minus 9 divided by x plus 9. Great. Multiply and simplify. Well, let's find some stuff that simplifies. 5 and 15 simplifies. 5 over 15 is equal to 1/3. And then, let's see here. A and a to the 4th simplifies. A over a to the 4th is 1 over a cubed. Okay. And then we've got the r's. R over r squared. That simplifies to 1 over r. And let's put this all together and see what we've got. We've got 1/3. So 3a cubed and r. And then, we've got 9 up in the numerator, right? We didn't do anything with that. Well, the 3 and the 9 reduce. So this whole thing becomes 3 divided by a cubed r. Great. 24. Multiply and simplify. Oh my goodness. We've got some factoring to do before we can multiply and simplify. I'm going to factor z squared minus 16 into z minus 4 times z plus 4. The denominator here, let's see here, we've got a z squared in that denominator. Over here, I'm going to pull out a z, and then we'll be left with z minus 4, okay? And then this denominator right here, z squared plus 2z minus 24. That's going to be, let's see here, 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 minus 4 is 2, so 6 times a negative 4 is a negative 24. Okay, so z plus 6 times z minus 4. All right, let's see what reduces. Z minus 4, z minus 4. One factor of z will reduce, and we'll be left with z plus 4 times z minus 4 divided by, let's see here, z times z plus 6. All right. Great. Next question. Find the reciprocal of 1 over b plus c. Easy. That's b plus c. Divide and simplify. Well, we divide by multiplying by the reciprocal. So 3 over s times s over 15. Well, those s's are going to cancel, and 3/15 is 1/5. Great. Now we've got to divide and simplify with this mess. I'm going to start by writing b squared minus 4 over 49v plus 98 times 14 over v minus 2. Okay. Let's factor this thing apart. V squared minus 4 is v minus 2 times v plus 2. Okay, and we've still got that factor of 14 up there in that numerator. 49v plus 98. I can factor 49 out of that, and we'll be left with v plus 2. Then there's a v minus 2 in the very edge right there. What's going to cancel here? Ooh, looks like all our v's are going to cancel. Then I think we can take 7 out of both of these, right? Because this is 7 times 2, and this is 7 times 7. So yeah, a factor of 7 is dropping out of this. And I think what we'll be left with is that 2 and that 7. Yep, those cancel, those cancel. Yep, 2 over 7. Great. So now we have to add. First, though, we're going to find the least common denominator. 75 is equal to 3 times 25 is equal to 3 times 5 times 5. 135 is equal to, let's see here, 5 goes into that. 5 goes into there. Let's see. 5 times 2 with 35, 27. Okay. This is 5 times 3 times 7. This has an extra 5. This has an extra 7. Our least common denominator is equal to 3 times 5 times 5 times 7, or 75 times 7, which is 35, 525. 525 is our least common denominator. How are we going to add that? Well, I'm going to take 7 over 135. I'm going to multiply it by 5 over 5. I'm going to take 11 over 75, and I'm going to multiply that by 7 over 7. We're going to get 35 plus 77 divided by, what is this, 525? Which is, let's see here, 2, carry the 1, we'll get 11, carry the 1, 112 over 525. Here, just 3 go into this, 1 plus 2 is 4, so no. Does 7 go into it? I think 7 does go into this. 7 dividing into 112 once. 16 times, okay. This will be 16 over 75. Yeah. Great. Next problem. 9 over x plus 1 over x squared. To solve this, we're again going to have to find a least common denominator. This is a little bit simpler than that last one. Our least common denominator is going to be x squared. So we're going to take 9 over x and multiply the top and the bottom by x. And then we'll have a match. We'll have 9 over x, or 9x over x squared plus 1 over x squared. That's 9x plus 1 divided by x squared. Okay. Three divided by z plus 9 plus 3 divided by 5z. Z plus 9 and 5z are relatively prime. They've got nothing in common. So we're going to just kind of do a little cross multiplying here. So 3 divided by z plus 9 is going to get multiplied top and bottom by 5z. And we'll get 15z. Then 3 over 5z is going to get multiplied top and bottom by z plus 9. So we'll get 3z plus 27. And our denominator will be 5z times z plus 9. And this numerator reduces to, let's see here, 18z plus 27. And we could factor a 9 out of that. But it's not going to cancel with the denominator. So that's simplified. Number 31, 2 divided by x squared plus 7x plus 10 plus 5 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 6. We're going to have to factor the denominators here so that we can see what we're working with. And see what's different. X plus 2 times x plus 5 is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 10. X plus 2 times x plus 3 is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we're going to have to take, let's see here, x plus 2 times x plus 5 and add in this factor of x plus 3. And we'll have that 2 up top. And then we'll have, let's see here, this is x plus 2 times x plus 3. And up top we've got 5, and we're going to multiply all of that by, let's see here, x plus 5, right? And this gets us, in green, 2x plus 6, and then in blue, 5x plus 25. And the denominator is those 3 binomials, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 5. And this numerator adds up to 7x plus 31. Hey, nothing factors out of that, so we're done. Great. Subtract. Let's see here. Y over y minus 8 over y minus 8. Well, we've got the same denominators, so we're just going to go ahead and subtract y minus 8. A thing divided by itself is 1. It's kind of a dumb problem. Subtract, simplify if possible. Now for this one, maybe this is the dumb problem because we're going to have to do more work. We're going to have to multiply this top and bottom by 7 so that our denominators match. So we've got f minus 5 over 49 minus, this is f plus 3 over 7 times 7, oops. This is times 7 over 7, and that's going to get us, let's see here, f minus 5 over 49 minus 7f plus 21 over 49. And this will be, let's see here, f minus 7f is a negative 6f, minus 5 minus 21 is a negative 26. So minus 6f minus 26 over 49. 7s don't divide out of that numerator. We're done. Next problem. Once again, we're looking to subtract, and once again, we're going to need a common denominator. But this time, it's going to be a factor of 11 that we're going to need to multiply our first term with. So y minus 1 over y is going to become 11y minus 11 over 11y. And we're subtracting from that 9y, looks like a G, 9y minus 1 over 11y, so minus 9y plus 1. I'll change the signs so that I can just kind of look at them and add 11 minus 9, that's 2y, negative 11 plus 1, that's negative 10, and this is over 11y. 11's prime, it's not going to reduce, so we're done. 35, we're looking to simplify this complex fraction. Well, my least common denominator here is y squared, so I'm going to multiply this whole top by y squared. I'm going to multiply this whole bottom by y squared. And in this way, I'm multiplying everything by the same factor, y squared. So I'll have 4 times y squared minus, so here 1 over y squared times y squared. That gets me 4y squared minus 1. And then in the denominator here, we're going to have 2 times y squared minus, so you're 1 over y times y squared, that's 2y squared minus y. This numerator simplifies. This is a difference of squares. This is 2y plus 1 times 2y minus 1. I suspected some trickery because this denominator factors into y times 2y minus 1. So sure enough, this is going to reduce, and we'll get 2y plus 1 quantity divided by y. Now, let's simplify this compound. We're going to multiply this by t. We're going to multiply the bottom by t. And that will get us, let's see here, 12 times t plus 12 over t times t, which is 12t plus 12, okay? Which is 12 times t plus 1. And then in the bottom, we're going to have 1 times t plus 1 over t times t, which gives us t plus 1. Ooh, and if we've got t plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator, they're going to cancel out, and we'll be left with 12. Huh, that's odd. This whole thing reduces down to 12. Number 37, we're looking to solve. Well, I've got 10y as my least common denominator. 1/5 minus 4/10 equals 1 over y. I'm going to say 10y. I'm going to multiply everything by 10y. It's going to look like this. It'll be 10y times 1/5 minus 10y. Let's make that red. Minus 10y times 4/10 is equal to 10y times 1 over y. So this is 2y minus 4y equals 10. So negative 2y is equal to 10. Y is equal to negative 5. We can check this too. 2/10 minus 4/10 is equal to 1 over a negative 5. Negative 2 over 10 is equal to negative 1 over 5. Yup, that checks out. And that's it for our review exercises. Great. Good luck studying.